Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Fresmillan, and today we're going to be Let's Slay the Spire. Now, this is going to be starting on a new account. Actually, bear with me a second. I am just going to tweak the background noise a little bit. Just because I feel like it's a little bit loud in the background. You know? Cool. Sounds a lot better. I mean, tell me if the audio seems a little bit weird or anything like that in the background. But for me it was quite loud, so I thought I must make the adjustment. If I can't hear my own voice, then most likely no one else can hear it either. I'm going to start off with an Ironclad run. So, I did do Spell Rogue, which I said kind of this Spell Rogue is what reminded me of this game. I'm just kind of want to start playing it again. It's been a while. I am not amazing at the game at all, and the Ironclad is probably my worst class when playing this game. But as the first run, we don't really get much choice in regards to what we can do. So let's just go, start in the middle, do something else. Yeah, tutorial. We have energy, we can block, we can attack. Yeah, cool. So we get enemy intentions, which is nice. We can see an ability they have, which will do stuff by hovering over them, and we have our cards to play. And this is kind of why I like the idea of it. Here I'm taking 14, so be honest, I probably should just triple block if I don't want to take too much damage, but because I have an ability that's to heal up by 6 at the end of each combat, I'm willing to take 7 to get this to me almost die next turn. Oh, not 7, 4. Because now I can just do this, and then when I defend for a fair amount already, and we can trigger that as well. I kind of loved the idea of Slay the Spire when it first came out. Yeah. Don't need the tooltips really. And the reason I quite liked it was the fact that there's a balance between... I think I True Grit actually. It needs to be upgraded. We'll take Shrug It Off. Like, defend drawing a card could be useful. We'll take the event if it's an event. Spin the wheel. How lucky are we? I don't think I've ever got anything good off these. Ooh. You get to remove a card. I'll take that. As I got an extra defend, we'll get rid of a defend. So there's this balancing act between being aggressive and also being just defensive enough to kind of do what needs to be done. And there's also the balance of making sure that the deck that you have, the draw pile, is having the right cards for the right scenarios. Like, sometimes you'll have massive decks and they're absolutely hilarious, at least in my opinion. And other times you'll have like really small decks that you'll just run through every single turn. And I've done a few of those in the past, like playing other things. Can I kill here? Yes, I can. So there are statuses as well, which is kind of interesting. But the main reason I like this is because, yeah. So like, Perfective Strike is, for me, a pretty good card in this deck, but I need a way to capitalize on it more efficiently. Double tap is pretty good if I had a decent kind of attack to go with it. Armaments is pretty good in the fact that it will upgrade anything in my hand, and if it's upgraded, as you can see here, upgrades all cards for the rest of combat, which is pretty good as well. So 1 armaments plus is like really good. At least I quite like it. You know, just to be able to upgrade all the spells consistently is just brilliant. So we'll do this. Because I want to play the strike, we'll upgrade it. Do a Shrug It Off. And then just like hit that. Like, I wasn't too sure I was going to get another strike when I drew, so I just left it. Because now we can just do this and then fully defend. And it's kind of what the game is about. It's making sure that you do enough to limit the DPS of the other opponent's side while also trying to increment your own DPS to make sure that you're not going to lose. And again, we'll upgrade a strike because I'm fully defending, and then I'm going to do that. Plus, like, the status effects they can do. So this particular slime puts a slime card in my deck, which can be very annoying. As you can see, I'm here with just bash because it'll set up for the vulnerability, which basically increases the damage I take from hits for a couple of turns. Couldn't take advantage on that turn, but this turn means they should be finished. So they take 10 there, then 6, even though I've got a weakened, which means I do less damage. They kind of counter each other out. Now, I don't have any like scaling, so this isn't that great for me. This is a really good block, but as you can see here, Ethereal, where if I don't use it, it's exhausted, so it disappears from my deck. So kind of, you know, good, bad. Pommel Strike's really good, and the fact that we did see the Perfected Strike earlier, I kind of want to take that. And here we got the Fungi Beast, as well as a Shroom. We're only taking 6 this turn, so I will accept 1 to try and deal damage, I think. Actually, so this is the thing where I talk about aggression, because I can afford to take 6. And I'm not taking any more than that this turn. I can get this down to 5, which means like 2 attacks next turn, even with the weakness. We'll kill it. Or 1. So that's what we'll do. I then get vulnerable on myself because of its ability when it died. And then I can just either defend up or attack. As I'm going to be having to play like a defensive card anyway, we'll do this and upgrade the strike, get more damage out of it. So the weakness, the weakened will be gone. Oh no, they've reapplied it. So this is where the vulnerable is an issue. We'll do shrug it off first, see what it gets us to defend, we'll defend again, and then we'll just attack. So now 3 attacks could win. We do take some permanent damage between the runs, but I have a chance to heal that up at some point, so we'll bash, pull one more strike, and we win. Seeing Red can be a good card. Burning Pact is pretty interesting because you can then limit your deck while also drawing cards, which I do like the idea of that. So there's cards that you don't really want to see consistently, you can kind of slowly start getting rid of them. So Exhaust is like removed from the deck, not permanently, just for the game round into the end of combat. Body Slam is pretty good for block, but I don't gain that much block. But, you know, there are interesting ways around it. Seeing Red I like because it does give you an ability to generate more energy per turn, so I can take more actions. So here we'll Pommel Strike, and then we'll strike, and then we'll strike. So this will be a round where I just want to go full ham if I can. Like, it doesn't matter what else I end up having. I want to make sure that I can kind of get rid of the thing in front of me to the point where I'll even like not block, because they'll gain more strength for each card that I play. So this is where we'll start like sacrificing life to try and gain small advantages. Annoying that picked up another striker. Most likely means next turn I won't be able to do anything. Do I take 24? I can't kill them. So we get another 13, so I know they die next turn, and then we'll try and defend as much as we can. Although you get lots of that, I still take less damage, because, yeah. But hopefully I draw a strike now. At least 2 of them. There we go. Enough to kill them off, so that was kind of the idea. Now here we get another relic, which is a strawberry, so I can increase my max HP. We get gold. So you can see they go there. We get a potion, which is pretty good. And another card. This is pretty good if you're not attacking, or you don't have any like skill cards. But between all these, I'm not really a fan of any of them. Like Clothesline's pretty good, It's a different version of what I currently have. But instead of applying vulnerable, it applies weak, which could be interesting. But I'm going to skip these and take nothing, because having more cards in your deck necessarily is not the best. I'm quite happy with my life total, so we'll smith here to get a better card essentially. And in this case we're going to go armaments because it'll upgrade the hand, so it's worth always playing this if I've got cards in hand first. Now with going that way, I could take 2 fights and then go into that, but I'll take the event, see what I can get off that. Get the boot, so whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increase to 5. So 1 damage chips can be pretty good in this matchup. And the lantern, start combat with additional energy, so I just get more energy at the start. Pretty good. Again, we'll smith again because why not at this point? And seeing red being 0 gives me 2 energy a turn, which could be pretty good. Here, drawing 2 cards gives me the ability to have more options, plus cycles through my deck faster as well. This point 3 vulnerable is pretty good, and it lasts an extra turn, so I get to do more stuff with it. Getting more block off this could be good, but to be honest, I'm just going to increase the vulnerable. Has more utility in the long run, although it might be a card I end up getting rid of for whatever reason. And then we'll take another elite fight, because why not? So this got Metallicize, which basically gets blocked at the end of the turn at the moment. But once I get rid of that, it'll do other stuff. So I don't need to worry about this in particular. So there's a gimmick with this fight. Whereas if you don't get rid of its armor and attack it, it doesn't wake up straight away. So we're just going to end turn. I do lose the energy, but I couldn't really do much with the energy anyway. I didn't feel like doing that there. What I want is to... oh, here. So I could use the armaments, but there's no point. So we bash, and then we attack. Because that way I can get the vulnerable on it straight away, and I can start attacking like with a lot more attacks straight away as well. We'll shrug it off first. Well, armaments. We'll then see red because now I get to play all the strikes. So having that vulnerable there just increased those that damage that I got from those from being like 9 to 13 a piece. So it's kind of why it was better. Do I take some damage here? Yeah. Refresh that. Or do I defend? I defend. At least some. Because like 2 of those big strikes could be a pain where I can't like deal with them. Increase the vulnerable again. Do as much damage as possible. And they should be dead to like a couple of strikes or 1 strike plus. Oh no, I guess not. A couple of strikes then. Shrug it off first. 2 strikes, cool. We get to heal at the start of a boss fight by 25 health. That's really good. It means I don't need to rest. Okay, so here whenever I block, deal 5 damage to run an enemy. Interesting. Exhaust all non-attack cards. Gain block for each card exhaust. Seems pretty good, but I need a way to kind of benefit from that, like generating non-attack cards. Juggernaut seems fine. But, like, is it really? The other armaments could be good, but it's only getting 5 blocks, so not really. Like double armaments might be a little bit too much, because then they don't do anything, and they don't upgrade on the armor or the block gain. I really would like to take this, but I don't think it's very good. At least not for the build that I want currently. Now I could take this fight and get 2 upgrades, but I don't have cards I want to upgrade, so I'll just take the question marks. Lose HP to upgrade 2 cards. It's fine. Like, it landed on something I want and something I didn't, so that's fine. Remove a card from my deck, transform a card, or upgrade a card. Here I'll transform a card. Now I'll transform an attack card. Not that one though, because I got upgraded. Will tap transform. Actually, no, it doesn't transform it as an upgraded card. So let's see what we get. Double tap, so next attack is triggered twice. Interesting. So now I know I have double tap. There are cards that I would like to get if I can get them. Obviously, I haven't unlocked all the cards for the game, so it's not like there's going to be like that much of a difference in what I want to be able to do. I don't need to play Seeing Red here to get the attack off and fully block, so we'll do that. We've got to kill this thing, because they're just going to basically take all my money otherwise. Let's upgrade, hit that. There's no need to pommel, because I don't want to draw any more cards. And they're still attacking, so that's fine. I'm just going to do this, and then double tap with bash. And that's kind of why I want to double tap. Attack potion, so close on again. Perfected Strike is the exact thing I want, because even upgraded, this will do 3 damage for extra anything containing strike in my deck. And I just want to keep all my strikes if I can. Because I know I'm gaining 25 life, so technically I'm at like 56. We're going to upgrade double tap to guarantee that it's triggered. Plus it'll affect a lot more things, and that way I don't need to worry about having like armaments to upgrade it. Effective Strike still deals good amount of damage, so there's nothing wrong with that in the long run. We'll bash first, and then we'll just Perfected Strike, so it deals the most damage. It's already switched into its other phase, so this boss has 22 phases. One, it kind of gains some armor and deals attacks. Other way, it doesn't really do much. But we'll armor up. Do I fully block? I fully block, so there's no need to do anything else. I could take 3 damage back, so we will strike. We get like a random attack card. Could use energy. Could apply a weak potion. Weak potion is probably more useful here when I don't have anything to kind of fully defend this. He says, while being able to fully defend this. Do we take a bit of damage? I guess we do. Because I've still got the other thing on here. And if we throw this at it, we lower its damage, so actually I fully defend. Now it changes forms back, so it goes back into a normal mode. Then I guess we'll bash again. Now I want to try and deal 30 damage to it. If I can. Which I won't be able to this turn, I don't think. Or maybe I will. We'll take a potion here. We'll double tap and then strike. Do we get a random attack card? They haven't got the other bit yet, so I probably will try it. Ooh, if enemy is vulnerable. Yeah, I'll take a drop kick. Trigger Strike gives me 2 energy. Perfected Strike deals massive damage. So drop kick is a card I would like in this deck then. So I mean, you gotta think about these things and what you want to be able to do. Here, because I've got nothing else to do and I'm going to take damage anyway, we'll just reapply the vulnerable. Like, it's stacked up to 8 times, so it shouldn't really lose that across the rest of the game now for this round. Well, armaments first, we'll then do Shrug It Off, see what we get. No defend, we'll do this so we can essentially get more damage in. Then we'll do Defend Plus, so we take no damage. This is what I love, it's that kind of constant balance between aggression and non-aggression in a way. Perfected Strike. Seeing Red. And they're done. And there we go. First boss down. What do we get? Bludgeon. Could lose 1 HP and draw a card, but bludgeon though. If I get like really good energy control, like one attack could just wipe someone out. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so these are what other relics you can get, but they kind of have positive and negative side effects to them. So this basically means that elites will drop additional relics, but it means I gotta face more elites. This here I can gain an energy per turn, but I can't use potions, and this one means I don't see their intentions anymore, which means they have a high chance of losing it. I will probably just get rid of potions for the energy. I don't have it at the moment that are that useful, and I want to keep, and plus the extra energy I think is going to be more beneficial in the long run. So yeah, this is kind of how I play the game. Whether it's optimized or not, I don't know. I just play the game as such, and normally with the Ironclad, I'm normally losing around like second stage or something because something weird happens. I say, so this thing's got, I see, it's going to defend. It's got Barricade, which means it doesn't remove the block at the end of the turn, which we've seen that before in another game. And we've got Artifacts, which basically will nullify debuffs going towards this particular thing. And it doesn't count the turns you apply it for, it just counts the debuff itself, which is very frustrating. Just end turns, can't do anything else. So when it's like that, it'll apply. So if you try and apply 3 to something, it will actually only, only remove the one instance. It removed the instance in its entirety, not just anything else. Could take just 42 damage here. I'm taking 5. Yeah, why not? Okay, most of it's block done. That's why I like Bludgeon. It's why I like Bludgeon. If I get a double tap with it, it's going to be hilarious. Here we'll play that. Go straight into Perfective Strike and end the turn. Block Potion we don't really get, so don't pick them up. I can still use this, I just can't gain any more. So that's the thing. Another Perfective Strike that's already upgraded for me. Or a Rage, so whenever I attack, I gain 3 block. I mean, for me, the Perfective Strikes are more useful. And it also increases the damage of my current Perfective Strike, so why not? Here, I guess we'll shrug it off first, see what we get. We get armament, so let's upgrade everything in hand. Then we'll bash. Then we'll strike. And that's it. I mean, it's always something you got to watch out for is kind of like what can you do within a turn. So like here, like what's the most amount of damage can I get out of this? So currently I can deal 47 with this, and this plus a strike doesn't get anywhere near, so it gets 2 Perfective Strikes, so away we go. The nice thing about this, there is no time limit. So I don't need to worry about sort of like my turn decisions or how quick I'm being. I can actually take my time for once. So we can either go Headbutt, Thunderclap, which will help me deal with kind of lots of minions, but I guess I don't really care, or another Shrug It Off, which will help me end up drawing and also defending. I could guess I'll take another Shrug It Off, to be honest. Like, it's still worth it. And do we want to try taking elite fights? If I do, I want to go this way so I get a rest stop after it, and I can get 2 rest stops, so don't need one before it. Gain 5 max HP. Yeah, or we could do that and basically just do other stuff, but nah. We'll lose some life, gain max life, because I can heal it back if I take no damage. This is... It's not a bad thing, but I refuse. Like, I don't know. Like, I've seen that pop up so many times, and sometimes I think it's a really good idea, other times I think it's terrible. In this particular instance, because I got the Perfective Strikes, it's a terrible idea. Because I could practically almost remove this off the field. Actually, I can remove that off the field straight away. And I should do. Well, armaments first, because this will boost its damage. Then... Goodbye, Mystic. I can fully defend. No, I can't fully defend this. I guess I should try and defend as much as I can. Oh, now I can fully defend. I might as well do that. The reason I want to fully defend is help gain more HP back by doing other stuff. Like 25 is the threshold that I want to have left over. Double tap into double bash. And then we'll just block one. I don't care about anything else, if they deal more damage or not. With the vulnerable on them, they should be dead pretty quickly now. It's like one bludgeon and an attack, isn't it? Yeah, one bludgeon. The power of being vulnerable. Okay, another Perfector Strike. I'm not going to say no at this point. Like, having more of them is not a bad thing, and probably the worst fight I hate the most. Because I can kill both these off with a double Perfector Strike. Except if it's the other one will attack this first, so there we go. We can kill this one off now. Ever so nicely. And I guess we just defend. Try and minimize damage. I want to go for the front one now, I think, because it's got less HP. We'll armaments. We'll then shrug it off. We're not fully defended, so I guess we'll shrug it off again. See if we get a better attack. We do not. And we'll just deal some damage. It's the wound on these that are really annoying more than anything else, but there's not much I can do about it. Deal that. You now die from the damage. I'll accept 7 again. Again, it's a boss fight, so I don't mind taking a bit more damage. Not a boss fight, but an elite fight. Let's just upgrade everything here. Wounds are really annoying, the fact that they're just unplayable. I guess we'll end turn. I mean, I could have exhausted something and gone through, but I'll keep the potion because it could be useful for just a time where I can avoid damage, essentially. We'll shrug it off first. Perfector Strike doesn't deal more damage than this, so we'll just go Bludgeon. Actually, yeah. And they're a Perfector Strike away from dying. This is what I mean, like, I would love to, like, have just, like, one deck design around one big hit. And that's what we're going for at the moment. Upgrade a power if we ever get one. Doesn't make a difference there. See, Dragon Form is pretty good. Or Demon Form, sorry. And the fact that if I do get a turn to play it, I just start gaining strength rapidly. And it is upgraded, so, yeah, why not? I don't want to rest here. I don't think there's any point. I was trying to upgrade something. Upgrading the Bludgeon would be kind of cool. I think upgrading a Shrug It Off could be interesting, seeing red from the get-go. But I'll just do a Perfector Strike. Like, it's more consistent damage. The fact that I now have 2 of them in my deck was highly likely I'll start with 1. If I do, I can pretty much mainly kill off a lot of stuff. This being flying is really annoying. But we'll Pummel Strike this first, see what happens. Just play Demon Form? Yeah, why not? This deals 15 damage to this. I would take 10 in retaliation. I could do this and just strike it. So yeah, as it's flying, it takes 50% less damage. I gotta hit it like 3 times to cancel that. Which is kind of annoying, but now I've got Demon Form up, so like I'm gaining 3 strength a turn. And here, we will not kill it, but get fairly close. And because of the boot, basically if I deal less than 4 damage, I just deal 5. 4 or less, say. So I don't need to do armaments here. I would like to go bash into double Perfected Strike, but that's not going to work. And I need to hit this to get rid of it anyway. So I'll probably just shrug it off to get some reduction in armor. And then we'll use that to kill that one off. And we'll just Perfected Strike. Sure, we get the days, yeah. I need to defend here, so armaments. We're going to take lots of other stuff. Take a pommel. Defend again. One big hit. And they always have the minions always have a battle kind of process in which kind of the order in which they do things. So it's something you can always play around when you're knowing what they're going to do. Cleave can be pretty good, does some scaling strength, but I'd have to scale strength first before the cleave becomes useful. Infernal Blade's not bad, but it's just for that turn that it costs 0, so we'll just leave it. I'm quite happy with the deck as it is, it's performing well. Upgrade 2 random attacks, it got the Perfected Strike and a Strike, that's pretty good. We'll do this, we'll upgrade something. At this point now, we'll start upgrading some of the Sugared-Offs, because the extra, like, 3 block can be pretty useful. And that's kind of what I'd rather have. Get one shot. I'm so happy I managed to do that. Carnage plus, like, Ethereal again, if you don't play it, it just disappears. It's pretty good, like 20 damage is nothing to sniff at, but I've already got enough to deal with that. Another Sugared Off, just to be able to rotate through the deck faster. Set up stuff, interesting idea. Or another Pommel Strike. Actually, Pommel Strike because it increases the Perfected Strike's damage. And let's see what we get from here. So that's pretty good. Like, because it helps like, counteract the curses and stuff. Rampage, if it's consistently drawn, will always be able to like scale damage, which is interesting enough. Time Bomb, all enemies. Give me strength to start off with. It seems interesting. Like, I don't need to remove stuff from my deck. I think my deck's good enough. Additional copy of the card. Another Perfected Strike. Second demon form. I'm really thinking about this, but yeah, I think another upgraded Perfected Strike is really good. So we'll do that. We'll look at the strength and marbles. Applying vulnerable to everyone at the start is a pretty good way to go. Removal. I can't get potions, there's no point there. Finesse is just pretty useful in general. Plus the draw. Like, Time Bomb's interesting, but I plan to kill the enemies before that. In most cases. Like, you'd think it'd be a good idea to kind of remove, like, a defend, but with my Sugared Offs that I've got currently, like, I'd rather keep it. Because I do need some defensive options. And because I've had an extra card, like, I'm thinking of picking the other Sugared Off. I will, actually. Annoyingly, I should have picked the other one before, but I wouldn't expect in the shop that I could have just literally just, got another Perfected Strike, as it were. Oh. Well, I guess we get to one-shot an opponent, but we don't get to do much else. actually. I'm only taking 6, so I heal anyway, so... Oh, and we get to one-shot you. Can't do S as a steel headbutt. Yeah, there's no point dual wielding. I'm already doing enough as it is. I will admit, I've never had a run like this before. In which case, I can just like go, oh yeah, here, I will now just like one-shot most things. You know? Like every turn I can consistently probably kill something. And I mean every turn. This one probably lives an extra turn, which is going to be really frustrating, but you know. What can you do? Set bash up, we'll then see red, because you might as well, we'll then strike, Not far off from killing it. The demon form is kind of my scaling option, if I think I need it. Don't need the Juggernaut. Iron Wave's pointless. And the Carnage, we could have had a Carnage Plus earlier if I wanted it, so I didn't, and we'll leave it at that. Don't need to heal here, I'm already at like 80 something, so we'll Smith. Here, might as well upgrade another Shrug Off rather than a damage, because... And we'll go face the Knight, or the Champ. Shrug it off first, see what we get. We'll shrug it off again. Then we'll double tap. I mean, double pommel is still pretty good. Like, the damage is what I'm using it for here, not the attack itself. But, yeah. Inflicts everything onto us. We'll see red here. We'll demon form into a Perfected Strike. And I'll accept 24. Nice thing to always remember is the fact that we do heal at the end of all this as well. Armaments, because might as well upgrade what I have. We'll shrug it off again, try and get as much as we can. We'll Perfected Strike here, because it's just a lot more damage. So I still take some, but not all. He's going to inflict a debuff. We'll bash, and then we'll Perfected Strike, because that is just more damage. Having that the vulnerable on it is going to be pretty important. We'll Pommel Strike first, because we get to draw a card. We'll then Perfected Strike, because why not? Then we'll just Standard Strike, because we're going to get them no down. They're going to get a buff and block. They get 5 block every turn, and they're going to basically do what they can to try and kill me. Which is not be great. But they're at 54 life. So like 2 Perfected Strikes could be the thing that just kills them off here. They say while drawing the Perfected Strikes. See, Barricade, pretty interesting. I like the idea of it, block not being removed between combat, so if I do overblock, I don't lose anything. Brutality seems interesting. Pervious is just like massive amount of block. I'll take the Barricade Plus, because I quite like the idea of being able to like sustain through that. I don't rest anyway at sites. I don't want to transform cards. No longer discarding my hand, though. That means I could set up, like, really good turns, and I've got enough draw to help complement this, and I can block when I need to. Yeah, Runic Pyramid, I think, is the play. It is the play. And early shot, why not? This might be a difficult fight. Might as well kill off one of the things that's attacking me. I want to set the barricade up now, just so I don't have to worry about it. And like, even if I block, like, it's still 8 damage and stuff. So I have a good chance of killing both of these off next turn if I get lucky. It's going to regrow now, which is annoying. So now I can just do this to draw cards and stuff. Just shrug it off again. Because the Shrug-it-offs replace themselves, and they have a high likelihood of me eventually just having everything I need in hand just to one-shot opponents. I need to get this down to the same threshold that I'm thinking I need. So this could be the turn to kind of go for it if I want to. But I guess not. This just dies. Just kill that off first, right? Yeah. Seeing red, then bludgeon this. Because it gets it down to a low threshold. This will still have vulnerable on it, so like the other 2 Perfected Strikes, if I get them, will be enough. Demon form. Does help me scale so I can one-shot better. Armament Sage upgrades everything, so. So this is what I said about the barricade being useful. It gave me a turn for setup rather than actually anything else. And these things are annoying just because of the fact they just keep regrowing. You have to defeat them all at the same time, which is kind of the one fight that I'm not happy about facing at the moment. Drawing 2 cards is pointless, so is drawing 1. But we might as well defend, just take one of these out. I keep killing the front one off, like I feel bad about it, but look what I was meant to do. You now die, because I don't like you. 217 is not enough. If we can get you low enough where something else will deal with you. The thing is, like, I haven't taken much damage. Like, I still get, like, maintain the block, and that's kind of why I picked the barricade up in this matchup. Because it allows me to kind of just go, oh, okay, I don't need to worry too much. I'll just kill you off. Pummel. And the fact that I then also get Demon Form allows me to kind of maintain some damage output. Like, this is where I think a Thunderclap now might be useful. Because, not because the vulnerable that I apply, but because the fact that it is AoE damage in fights, and it's probably the only way that I can clear a board consistently late game. So we'll pick it up. Oh, okay. I'm very annoyed that's not a one-shot, but... So this is where I might get rid of the bludgeon out of the deck now. It's not good enough to support the rest of the deck, so in this shop we'll have a look at doing it. I don't need the cleave anymore, because I already picked up 1 AoE attack. So yeah, we'll just leave those to the shop. So, although bludgeon's really good, this is dealing more damage now. So, goodbye bludgeon. You are no longer needed. Apply 3 vulnerable, lose 2 HP to damage. Sadistic nature. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 7 damage. Discovery, choose 1 of 3 now. Washington now contain colourless cards. Start each combat with 10 block. That's 10 free block for no reason whatsoever. I will take that. Do we want any of these? Like, Inflame seems interesting, but like, I have to play it for a turn, which is not great. And I got Demon Form, so scaling won't be an issue. We just play around what we have. Again, like the worst outcome for me is playing against these. We'll Pommel Strike first, get to draw 2 cards, so we get Demon Form and the Barricade. Put the Barricade up, and we'll just kill that off. Oh, I thought I was going to kill it off. Never mind then. But I still keep... I don't take damage because of, yeah, other reasons. I keep Demon Form in hand as well, so I could play it if I need to, but we don't get a turn off, so there's no point. We'll just strike here first, because it's a lot better to deal with that. Because I don't take as much, and my Shrug It Off should be able to keep me defended. That's 16, that's 10. There we go. Like, I'm always going to have a full hand, so I'll always have options. The issue will be is where my defending is. To the point where I might even get rid of the standard defends, because it's just more cards in my deck that I don't really want to be playing at some point. So this is a great turn for me to Demon Form. And then we'll just shrug it off. So maintain 5 block after this. And I can just one-shot that anyway, so not much of an issue. They're defending anyway, so we don't need to one-shot them. We need to take out something else. Seeing red is a pretty good turn here, I think. Is it? Yeah. Use a Perfector Strike into that to kill that one off. I only take 10 this turn now anyway. So we could just double defend and maintain that, or we could just attack it for 40. I'll accept 5. With like the bashes and stuff, I should be able to kill them, and like 1 Perfector Strike will mean this is dead next turn. Yeah. So we go with that. Into that. And it's done. Dual Wield is pointless. Battle Trance is not bad, but I have enough cards, and Anger is not something I want to be playing. Fight for a rare reward, or just leave. Let's fight. Strength at the start of turns, interesting. Shrug. Ah, double tap. Only if I had you last turn. We just, no, don't Demon Form. Perfector Strike to get rid of you. We'll shrug it off. Well, Armaments, because it is full block. Oh, well, not really. I take 2 damage now because of that. The burns will be an issue, but at least then nothing to really worry about in the long run. Is it worth, or should we just go full offensive? I think we should go full offensive here. Double tap. And then not Pommel Strike plus, just normal Pommel Strike. And then we'll put 1 defend in, just to make sure that I don't take too much damage in return. Play around as much as we can. I'm very disappointed that I'm not getting my Perfector Strikes. We just bash here. They take 16. Is that even worth it? I get Perfectus Strike off this and I win, yeah. There we go. At the end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. That is so good. I can't take that anyway, and what do we get? Twin Strike, Flex, Rampage. Don't really want any of those. I can still rest, but there's no need at the moment. Upgrading the other Shrug It Off is exactly what I want to do, so I don't have to worry about that. Double tap. Right strike. Pummel strike. And we save the armaments because that can actually upgrade more cards next turn. And I don't need to defend just yet. We use the armaments, minimize damage. Perfectus Strike. And we'll defend. We'll bash. And Perfectus Strike. The main thing about seeing red, which I might upgrade it next time I get the chance, is the fact it does give me the turn to kind of do this as well. We'll just barricade into Shrug It Off, into Shrug It Off. Now we'll go Seeing Red, into a demon form. We'll attack, draw 2 cards, see what we get. We've got a Perfectus Strike, that's pretty good. And just do a normal strike. Deal some damage. But yeah, I mean, like after playing some Spell Rogue, this is kind of why I wanted to play this. Can I kill them? Is the question. I have to do this. Good Pummel Strike. I think I can. Maybe not. Because Pummel Strike at mode deals 13, which then goes up to basically 19. This then goes up to another half again, which is 60. Actually, yeah, I should be able to kill them. This is 8. 60. 9. 2 off. Fine. I suffer the consequences of my hubris. Maybe that was about to go off anyway, but yeah, Strength Potion we don't care about because we can't have it, and yeah, give me another Perfectus Strike, why not? Start with 1 Dexterity. Getting rid of unplayable cards. I think we'll start with the 1 Dex actually. Take that. Whenever enter a shop, heal. Would have been great to have you before. Lose Thunderclap, lose Defend. I'll take a Defend loss, that's absolutely fine. I'd rather lose Defend there than anything else, because I was planning to get rid of one eventually. But yeah. I can't. I'm already defending a little bit, so we'll just attack that, kill you off, you're done. Attack that, kill you off, you're done. And then Thunderclap. I mean, I could have killed this off, but you know, I didn't really fancy doing that yet. Deal damage there. Do I set the barricade up? I might as well, taking more damage anyway otherwise. Like, I don't want to take 5, I take 7, and then we'll see. I would like to at least get like a Shrugged off before I start like trying to hit this thing. I'll just do it again. Next turn we can kill it. But yeah, now like they heal like for 12, so it's actually really good to have those with the extra decks that you get. Another Perfector Strike, why not? I'm gonna have way too many of these. Fight a boss, upgrade all cards I can no longer heal, or heal to full. Oh, I hate this bit where you can't just walk away. What's the map looking like? I can remove a card, so I'd have to have doubt for like one turn. A full heal could be nice. But I never remember if this no longer heal thing means I can no longer heal full stop, or I just can't heal for like other options. Obtain a rare relic from random boss fight. You know, let's take a boss fight, why not? I heal from the boss anyway. This is awful. So, we faced the boss, right? I'm pretty sure we faced the boss. Armors plus. Nah, most of my cards are all upgraded anyway. Man, I healed 25 life. That was such a good random room I had there. Oh no. Okay. Let's just see if we can take on the final boss. Yeah, we'll upgrade a card. Upgrade the other Perfector Strike so I don't have the issue of like if I get the wrong one. I don't need to heal here, we'll just upgrade, we'll upgrade. Seeing red, so now it just always costs 0. We'll proceed. And ooh, nice. It's the awakened one. We're going to deal with the minions first, because I hate the minions, they're really annoying. Between that, them scaling is an absolute nightmare to deal with. We'll kill this one off with the Perfector Strikes, then we'll just shrug it off to try and make sure we don't take any damage. I would like to get some of my powers set up, which this does, I think. Gain 1 strength for every power card I play. Which is a bit of a problem, but not that much of a problem, we can't deal with it. Use a Perfector Strike there, and I'll also use one here as well. I take 20, but again, I need to be able to have some setup, pretty much. So we're going to see red first to try and get as much out as we can at this turn. We'll then Pummel Strike first to try and get some other stuff if we can. We'll Armor to get everything else up. I can't draw any more cards, can I? So in that case, we'll no, don't want to play a power this turn because it basically increases our attack by 4. So we'll just misplay massively because I got more damage out. I am playing terribly. Good thing is this always reduces damage by 1, so like that multi-attack wasn't as bad as it could be. Perfector Strike again. Just do it again. I'll take 20, which is 19. There we go, shrug it off, finally. Another shrug it off, why not? I'm now fully defended, pretty much. So I'm going to barricade here. Yeah, I increased the damage, but... I'd rather get my setup turns in now while I can. Otherwise I'm going to have issues, and just strike you, defend, and turn. Like, this is the problem with Demon Form, is in certain scenarios you just don't have any time to play it. Double tap. So now it goes into a second phase here. So as I've got a chance to get more block, we'll use it. And this now, at the end of the 7th turn, which is they take damage to all enemies, so it's being used, which is really annoying. Perfected strike to your damage, or armaments to give me some armor and upgrade everything, and then we'll just use that. We really just do not have any defensive tools in this deck in the long term. I draw that straight away, don't I? That's annoying. No, so... Pommel. I tried, I should have done it ages ago, that's my own fault. That's a pretty good run though. I enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with that one. Although, like, we were so close to defeating this as well that... Yeah, and we got some unlocks here, which is going to be pretty good for, like, the next run. And new character. So, yeah, this is what I mainly play, silent every single time. But we'll see. So yeah, that is the first game of Slay the Spire. I'll probably upload a little bit more of this and play a bit more as well. So, as I said, hopefully you all look forward to it. Again, if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.